So the next type of example we're going to look at is denominators with a common factor. So this was like my second example with the fractions. So I'm going to factor my second denominator because my first denominator doesn't factor. Difference of squares. And we will multiply both sides by a special form of 1 with just the missing factor. So in this case, looking at our denominators, our first fraction is missing the factor x plus 2. Our second denominator isn't missing anything because now they have a common denominator, so we don't have to multiply our second fraction by anything. Simplifying the numerators, they've got to be in standard form. They can't be in factored form when we combine our like terms. We've got x squared plus 2x minus 8 because we don't have any like terms to combine. In case you're curious, again, I'm just distributing my x through that x plus 2. And then I can turn my denominator back into standard form as well. Actually, I'm going to leave that as factored form because I'm thinking my numerator factors, so I need to simplify my expression. What multiplies to negative 8 and adds to positive 2? X plus 4, x minus 2. So we do get that x minus 2 to cancel. And our simplest form answer, because we always give our fractions in simplest form, is x plus 4 over x plus 2. And of course, we've got to talk about that domain restriction. Looking at our original factored denominator, x cannot equal plus or minus 2. One more example with common factors. So again, factor that first denominator, we've got t-chart. What multiplies to negative 4 adds to 3. And I'm going to go ahead and distribute that negative sign right away. So my second fraction is missing a factor of x minus 1. So I'll multiply by that special form of 1. Distribute and combine like terms in the numerator. I'm going to write this as one large fraction, even though I will have some like terms after I distribute here. And then I'm going to leave it factored in the denominator in case I can factor my numerator and simplify my fraction. So in the numerator, writing this in standard form. So I'm going to think about this with t-chart. I would probably factor out a negative. I'm going to do this without showing my extra step here. So if this factors, it would be the AC method. So what multiplies to now a positive 6 and adds to a negative 3? Do any numbers do that? Running through them quickly, I don't see any that will make that work. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute my denominator. And redistribute that negative sign. And my original denominator was an x squared plus 3x minus 4. For the domain restrictions, of course, we have to use the factored form of our denominator, x plus 4x minus 1. So x cannot equal negative 4 or positive 1.